Good morning. Hello. How are we doing today? Good to see ya. Hello, Core. Hello, Hope. Good to see you. Bah. How you doing? I'm alright. I haven't been awake long, which will come as a surprise to no one. That is typically how Mondays go. Bah. I'm sure Core is extra not surprised by that because I was in a group call with him. And other people. So, yes. Ugh, have not been awake long. Ugh, and would have loved to have slept in longer. But alas, here we are. And now we're going to do some work. We've got stuff to get on with. Ugh. I think it's been a while since you started stream a bit late. I mean, I've started stream a bit late, a bit late a few times, but like when I say a bit late, I mean like 10 minutes. This is like half hour late. But it's the one time that I do a morning stream, which I insist on doing literally for myself and for no real other reason. And for myself, I mean so that I at least have a day that I get up in the morning to stop myself just becoming 100% nocturnal, because I probably would otherwise. I was up at 2 a.m. I woke at 7:45, so that's not good. You understand that, right? That's not good. We're playing with our birds. We were. Good birds. So I have my dragon now. And in fact, from doing all of the Roncon runs, because you get a few of the currency from doing them, as well as the big 70 for doing 6 of them. I had enough for one of the regular mounts that they didn't have. You know, the like Beast Tribe mounts that they often put in the event. I was able to get one of them, which I don't normally bother about because in my mind I'm like, I can do Beast Tribes whenever. But I had exactly 30 like left over, and I was like, that's enough for a mount. And I was like, let's be real. I haven't even started the Beast Tribe quests, and it's been like 4 years. So I should probably pick one up for the old collection. So I did. Just because I had it extra. So I'm good. And as I mentioned in the chat as well, I'm probably not going to be renewing my sub just yet. I'm probably only going to let it lapse for like a month, but it's just because of like Christmas, you know? Because the only reason I'm playing FF at the moment was for the event to get the mount. I have now done that, so I will probably be going back to Guild Wars again, because I still have Guild Wars story to do. But night, you're losing all your See that light, it can never leave. Hi, Dan. I'm really sick. Can you come take care of me? Oh, no. I would love to. Do you need soup? I can send you soup. Dan, why do you have a League of Legends badge? No. Oh, no. My wife is sick. Send chicken noodle soup. I hope that means that you're taking time off work so that you can recover. Did a few Rathalos runs last night as well, still no mount. I believe that it is literally more likely that you will get 50 scales before you will get the mount. I think that was something that either Curls or Nererin said. Is the drop rate is so low. Been bedridden with a fever since Saturday? Oh no! Oh no! Where did you get a fever from? Oh no. And you're still unwell now? Oh, goodness. I hope Kay is taking care of you. And if he isn't, I'm gonna have beef. He is not. Wow! He's working and sleeping. Okay, he's taking care of you in a different way. He's taking care of you in a different way. He's going to work so that he can buy the nice things for you. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah, it is still worth the run. But just know you might be there a while. Oh, thank you for the water, Ace. Sorry, Ace, I feel bad about our thing that we were doing because I keep having to put it on hold because I keep having work come up. Take all the time you need. I'm in no rush. There is always something to be made in the meantime. Bless you. Bless you. I think Lucky's ear needs to be moved back here. I think it's slightly too far forward, like the whole ear. Which is fun. I've been thinking about this for a while looking at these ones, but this one is making me conferring it. It's not that these horns are too short, I think it's that these horns are actually too long. So if you look at the ref, the horns aren't as long as the ears. But here they are. So I actually think I've drawn them too long. Again, you take a break and then you come back and you see things that you didn't see before. I love this track. But in the underground, there are no names, just a kick drum, heartbeat, pounding pain. It's the friction. Come closer to me. Can I breathe you? I need you. Come closer to me. Do you know what you do? It's the friction. Come closer to me. Can I breathe you? I need you. Come closer to me. Do you know what you do? It's the friction. Come closer to me. To breathe you, I need you. Come closer to me. Do you know what you do is the friction? Come closer to me. Can I breathe you? I need you. Come closer to me. Do you know what you do is the friction? Come closer to me. Can I breathe you? I need you. Come closer to me. Can you breathe what you do is the friction? Come closer to me. Can I breathe you? I need you. Come closer to me. Do you know what you do is the friction? I don't know if this is gonna upset people, but I had a talk with Spook sort of about like, you know, the Twitch channel and the YouTube channel and things like that. And I don't know if I'm gonna keep doing highlights videos. Because it is literally like it's energy consuming for you. Yeah, it is basically just that. Not even energy, it's time. It's the amount of time that it takes me to do. I don't get a lot out of it. Takes like 2 weeks to get one out. Yeah. It was fine when it was one week, but being 2 weeks, and the thing is that like I could. The reason they take longer now is we get more clips because we do more and more people clip stuff, which is nice. And as much as I don't enjoy editing that much, I have gotten better at it, and it's like I'm glad that the things that I make is better. But it's the converse thing of like I don't want to knowingly put out something that is not good. So I don't want to like reduce the quality of it to try and get it out faster. But I'm going to go to the end of the year since we legitimately only have one left to do, because historically I don't do a highlights for December. So we'll do November's video. And then that's going to be it. Things like shorts are better. That is exactly it. The time that I would spend doing the highlights video, I can instead do doing shorts. So it's like, it's not that I'm not going to be doing video editing. I will still be doing video editing, but for a different purpose. Put a hard limit on the clips to be maybe 5-10. Nah, no. I don't want to limit something because they're good when they happen organically. That's what makes good clips. We still want the clips to happen. Because I'm still going to be making content, but I need to basically refocus from a long form video into short form videos. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like the initial theory wasn't awful of we make a long video of highlights, and then with all those highlights that have been made, we make shorts of them, because that's what I'm going to be doing for sort of like the start of it, is just taking all of the ones that we've already done and turning them into shorts. The problem is that it takes too long to edit the long video and then also make shorts, which is why shorts don't happen, because I spend too much time on a long video. Because I just really felt that, like, I really felt that, like, I wasn't... I can't explain... Words are hard. A case in point is I haven't made something for the shop in months. I haven't made something for the shop in months because I've not had time to work on something and think of something to make for the shop. And, you know, everybody's been telling me for months I need to do shorts. Like, Den's been telling me for months I need to do shorts, and I know I do. And I've had the conversation with Spook, and the realization now is that the decision that has to be made is, if we're going to do shorts, which we need to do, we've got to have to drop the long video. The interval is pretty short. I think it would be better to collect clips for the year rather than a month. Oof, that would be such a long video. A year's worth of clips. That would probably take me over a month to edit. Thus, the clips with the most quality would show up and people would enjoy throughout the video. The main problem with that is that when you are a content creator, because that is essentially what I am, in this day and age, you need to be consistently outputting stuff fairly regularly. So saving up for one big thing once a year is not the play. Because currently I'm saving up for one big thing a month, and that's not the play. And I've said before as well, it's like, this is one of those things where it's like, if I had the money, I would literally just hire an editor, and that would basically solve the problem of, you can edit the video and I will do shorts, and we can have both. But I cannot, because I do not have the money, and we know how I feel about people doing stuff for free. But I want you to know you could know me if you change your mind. Hello, Growlith. I mean, like, 10-ish videos for the whole year. I mean, I'm not sure I'm understanding, because currently I'm making 11 videos per year, because I do one for every month except December. That's 11 videos. 10-minute videos, right. Okay. I guess. I don't know. As well, the thing is as well, I'm probably doing it backwards to how most people would do it. I haven't looked, but I imagine what most people do, because there is such a push for short content, is I imagine they make a ton of shorts and then they eventually make a video that is a compilation of those shorts where they just drag and drop all the shorts they've made into a single timeline and just blast it out. Whereas I do it the other way round. I've been making a big video with loads of like fancy edits and the captionings and stuff, and then take those out to make shorts. Which, yeah, it's not that it's the right way or the wrong way. It's like, that's, I think most people probably do it the other way. Whereas I like the idea of like having the big video. It is just one of those things where I'm like begrudgingly having to do it. Basically, of I would like to have the big video, but it's just not feasible because I am one person. And I'm not discrediting you, Hope, of course. Your help is always appreciated, but you have your own life. And as I said, I can't afford to pay you, and I would like to pay you. Hello, Rixia. I do make memes for funsies, and I think we can combine them for our highlights video. I mean, we can do that. We can do that, but obviously I am very much on the, you need to make sure that you're doing all the stuff that you need to do. And I would like to pay you, but I cannot. I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. I hope you're doing well as well. I think this is too saturated. I always go for more saturated colours. I think this needs to desaturate. Sick at home. Oh no, another person's sick. Oh dear. I hope that one day Blue will be able to hire you as her resident clip weaver. Mm-hmm. I'd be down for that. One day. You can pay me with cuddles. That's not the same, though. That's not the same. I enjoy making them and it's sort of relaxing. I know, you've said before, but that doesn't change anything. I enjoy doing artwork and retexturing. I should still be paid for it. I'm somewhat ill too. I'm losing my voice. Oh my god, it's the winter, everybody. Everybody is sick. Oh, we're doing random stuff now. I need to configure Linux later. Ah, Linux. Ah, Linux. I'm scared of you. I'm scared of Linux. Yeah, unfortunately, cuddles have the same value as experience. They have the same monetary value as experience. Value and monetary value are not the same thing. But the difference is important. So, yeah. So video editing streams will probably still occur, but I will probably hard force myself to only do a week, and that week will be spent making shorts, not making a long video. And for a while to start with, I'm probably going to go through the backlog of some of the stuff that we have, including some like the old stuff with like the old model, because I think there are a handful of clips that are pretty funny there. Especially that Lethal Company one that you did, Hope. That one's very funny. Which reminds me, not to ask for like the 50th time, but did you send me that? I think you did send me that, and I've probably lost it. Again. I'm pretty sure you did send me it, but I think I've lost it somehow. Or I forgot to actually, like, download it. Because I have a square brain. That's also part of the struggle, is the uphill struggle of having a square brain. I still think that horn needs to be longer. It's probably the third time we've had this conversation. Yeah, I know, I'm sorry. It's in 100% me. It is 100% me. I am sorry. Probably find it in the DMs. Yeah, I should probably go hunting through that. I need the Da Vinci file for it. Clips are easy. Someone says words, add, warble, shake, ship. This is a joke. I mean, you're not wrong. Some content creators do just do that. I don't know if this is... I can't really, like, take too much pride in it because I haven't produced any shorts, but at least when I edit, like, my videos, I'm like, I like to think I put a little bit more effort in than maybe the average person does. That may change because we are going to start valuing quantity and speed a little bit more. But, I did, I forgot I made that with Da Vinci when we talked about it. Yeah. Thank you. I will need to go hunting through our DMs to find it. Because, obviously the one thing of when you edit something in a horizontal format, when you switch it to a vertical format, everything doesn't necessarily fit. So you have to, like, move captions and things around. But yeah. So, one more highlights video will happen. I will do November's, and then basically it's going to be like the next. So essentially, like this year, it seems like this year's resolution was to do more collabs, and I did do that. I did collab with more people this year. Next year, it's going to be get these fucking shorts going. But the trade-off is maybe not having long form videos. Maybe between me and Hope we can work something out, but don't be surprised if they don't occur. Ooh, that's a very fancy dress, Ace. That's very fancy. Good work with the ruffles. Ruffles are hard. Which base is that? Is that your one? Excuse me. Just wanna die anywhere else. If only I could die anywhere else. With me, let's die anywhere else. Anywhere, just not here, no. And if they ever hear my name, well, they know I walked alone on these dusty streets like dying. And if they ever start to think what was here before love, they won't remember that I was. Anywhere, just not here, no. Lindsay's new on the Space Sheen. Ah, I have seen that one. I couldn't tell because I can't see the face. Face is usually quite an identifying feature. But nice paws. I like the paws. A friend said he's looking into a node system to help make ruffles. Very excited to see. Ooh, nice. The trick with ruffles is keeping them low poly. Because you very rapidly increase your poly count when you have ruffles. So, best of luck. You having so many wives is a pretty high poly count. Hey, there's the joke, everybody. Good morning, Nemo. I suppose you meant it's morning for you. Well, it's 20 past 12. I've been awake like an hour. How did you know I just woke up? Your body, your time, your current sleep pattern mirrors a European one. I know that it's not. I know that it's basically midnight for you, but I also know that you probably just woke up because your sleeping schedule is very similar to a European one at the moment. Another banger track that I really like right now. Can't even pay an electricity bill. Got another 10 years to feel young again. So I'm sleeping around and I swallow the pill. My head is a mess. My head is a mess. I watch cars go by on a motorway station. I watch life go by on a videotape. Spent a night in the woods to find direction. I don't know where to go. I don't know where to go. Oh. To be fair, I've also only been up an hour as well, so true. Why could that be? It's a mystery. It's a mystery. Spent a night in the woods to find direction. I don't know where to go. I don't know where to go. Oh. It's all in my head, all in my head, all in my head. I'll never be anyone, and I'll never be anywhere but here. Maybe it's all in my head, all in my head, all in my head. I'll never be anyone, and I'll never be anywhere but here. I'll never be anyone, and I'll never be anywhere but here. Good news, I'm starting to learn to conjugate some verbs. Ooh! Nice. Oh my god, she's conjugating! Why does that line look so weird? Is it the shading? Did the shading go in? Oh no, it's the shading blob. It's not part of the line. It's a blob of the shading. I just like raised my hand as I was consuming a Power of a Hero challenge. I was like, oh, hero point obtained. Obtain hero point. Obtain hero point. Obtain hero point. Okay, now that I look at it more like an actual shading thing, this does not feel correct. This does not feel like that is how light works. We'll try doing it on the other side. The shadow would collect in this sort of like bit here. I believe I have another week before Lying is available. I need to think of a game for this week. Conjugating in public, how lascivious. My goodness. Haven't done any dungeons in Guild Wars yet. That's the funny thing. I've talked about this before. It's very funny to me how out of every MMO I've played, Guild Wars is the only one that seems to have absolutely zero pressure to get you to do a dungeon. You can play through the entirety of Guild Wars. I'm talking. You could play through the entirety of Guild Wars and never do a dungeon. You do not have to do them. Very interesting. I've never had an MMO do that. FF, they're mandatory for story progression. And in WoW, they're not mandatory, but you kind of need to because they're basically the main source of gear. Your main source of gear is doing dungeons and stuff. But because in FF you have to do the dungeons anyway and you get gear from there, but you can craft gear. I mean, I know WoW has crafting as well, but yes and. But Guild Wars, you can get gear drops from like anything, like world bosses and stuff and events. And pretty much the best gear in the game is always crafted. You don't do dungeons to get gear. You will always want to craft the best gear. So it's really interesting. I've been playing Guild Wars since it released. That's like 12 or 13 years or something silly. And I've done dungeons maybe 3 times. There are so many dungeons I've not done. Like, to the point that, like, they kind of stopped making dungeons. Because they have fractals now, and I think people just do fractals instead. They had a bunch of dungeons in the base game, and they've never released any new ones. I think we've done, not including Rifts, that 1 to 2 dungeons. Like, yeah, we've done Mists loads of times. So if anything, fractals of the Mists are the dungeons. But, like, the actual dungeons in Guild Wars, no one, like, it's not that people don't do them, it's just we've never done them. Like, there's a mastery point and an achievement for, like, doing all of the dungeons that I don't have in the base game. And you'd think that that is just a basic, simple thing, but I've just not done them. I'm trying to think. I think out of all the dungeons, I've done Ascalonian Catacombs, Cordicus Manor, and I think maybe we did Twilight Arbor once, which is 3 out of the 8 I think there is. And those are the 3 like starting ones, basically. Those are the 3 starting dungeons. Fractals, yeah. There are mini dungeons out in the world that nobody does unless they're on the wizard list. Yeah. It's like there's always people doing content because there is always something that you get for it. But if you're just an average player, it's like you actually don't need to do them as an average player. If you're going to do dungeons, it's because you're after something specific, like you're after a skin or something. To the point that, like, they realized that so few people were doing dungeons that they unified dungeon currency. It used to be that each of the dungeons had their own currency that you would then go to a vendor to buy stuff from. Now they just unified it and there's just the dungeon currency. So you can do any dungeons to get the currency. So you can literally, if you want armor from frickin' Citadel of Flame, for example, you could farm Ascalonian Catacombs for it. Because you get the same currency. It's just very funny. It's so bizarre. It's so bizarre. So yeah, do not worry about I've not done a dungeon yet. None of us have done dungeons. Yeah, I went to one and it said X amount of people is recommended, so I kept a bit out. Yeah, do not worry about it. Do not worry about it. I'm sure there is lore and story in the dungeons, but having played through all of the Guild Wars story, I'm going to assume that it was nothing dire important because I'm okay. It's just really, really funny. Like I said, FF literally be like, you have to do this dungeon if you want to advance the plot. Yeah. Well, they have been doing, though. They've basically abandoned dungeons, but they do still do raids. They do still do raids. Main reason that people do raids is not for gear, but I believe for crafting drops again. Because the best gear is crafted. But I suppose at the end of the day, as with most MMOs, probably people just do it for fun. In the same way that, like, you know, when a world boss happens, we run and we go do it. It's like, woo, world boss, thing to do. Yeah, most of these rewards are only once per week, per boss/encounter. You get 2 gold per boss. You get a bunch of XP, I'm not going to go through that. A compendium of knowledge to progress your mastery tracks. 10,000 karma per boss. Magnetite shards. Legendary insights. A random exotic weapon or armor piece. And unique rewards for each boss chest, such as ascended equipment, miniatures, and decorations. To have in your guild/home. So, yeah, so probably the money, because it's, again, Guild Wars economy, also very funny, of just 2 gold. That's a good amount. You can get 2 gold? Holy shit. 2 gold per boss. That means you can get like 10 gold in a run. Ooh. I've never done a raid. I've never done a raid and we've barely done a dungeon. Will boss quick blind the melee people? Ah! Piss dungeon is required. No, there is no piss dungeon. As far as I know. Because I've never been in half the dungeons. Okay, I think I'm going to leave that one for now. And start lining the next. I don't think we'll quite finish these today, but we might get close. It'd be nice if I could maybe get this one done. I don't know if I'll get this one done. Might not even start this one. Waiting for you. So I need to do the whole sort of like straighten the bottom. Oh yeah, to go back onto the topic of shorts, some of you probably noticed, I made a second Instagram account that was called Blue Sky Shorts. So I hadn't talked about this because I basically didn't want to jinx it. What I decided to do is my main Instagram account that has my normal username, BlueSkyWolf09, I have had for many years. I have had it long before I was a content creator. Loads of people, you know, a decent amount of people follow me on there. A lot of them are like my family, people I know IRL. And I know that I needed to get on doing shorts, and Instagram is one of the platforms that is a part of the Reels. So I think the big three are your YouTube Shorts, your TikToks, and your Instagram Reels are kind of like your big three. I didn't want to start posting short form content to that Instagram with like all my family and all my stuff, and there's photos from like when I was at uni on there, and it's like I didn't want to cross that over. Like I didn't want to delete all the stuff from my past because it's history at the end of the day, and I didn't want to put the new stuff on there. But as we all know, it is generally better to have unified, consistent branding. So what I've had to wait 2 weeks for this because Instagram, for some reason, is I made the new account, Blue Sky Wolf Shorts. I changed the username of Blue Sky Wolf 09 to Blue Sky IRL. Those of you who messaged me on Instagram may have noticed this. I then had to wait for processing 2 weeks to then change the name of Blue Sky Wolf Shorts to Blue Sky Wolf 09. I hope that people are keeping up. But basically, there's a new Instagram account that has the old username. That is where I'm going to be posting shorts. One of the things I'm going to be hopefully doing over the next couple of weeks, maybe, is uploading all of the old shorts that are currently on both YouTube and TikTok onto Instagram, so that the 3 platforms are then in sync. So there probably still won't be any shorts coming out on YouTube and TikTok for a bit, because I need to make new ones. But basically all of the old ones that I still have, I will be uploading to this new Instagram account. Yes. Blue Sky IRL, there's a Y in there. There is a Y in there. Blue Sky IRL. So yeah, so some of you may have noticed the username change. But yeah, I had to do a bunch of stuff behind the scenes, and I was low-key stressing about it. Because obviously I wanted all the usernames to match up and be in sync and all that jazz. So, In fact, what I can do is give you guys the link. So now we have new Instagram. I assume, but this sounded funnier. I know. So that's the new Instagram, but it has the old username. New Instagram, old username. And that's just gonna be shorts. I've made a work-life separation. Because when it came to things like Twitter, didn't care, because Twitter was already going down the shitter anyway. So I barely post to Twitter anyway, so I don't care about making that separation. Blue Sky, the website, not me, came into existence after I was being a content creator, so I was fine. Same kind of like with TikTok, of like that kind of started after I had become a content creator. I never had a big following on YouTube anyway, so like on all of those platforms it didn't really matter, but on Instagram it did, because that was the one thing where I had like people from real life, and namely my family, following me. Awkwardly, one of my family members has already followed the new account, because I bet Instagram did that lovely thing of like, hey, here's an account that's followed by an account you follow. And they were like, oh, it's got the same like icon, and so that must be Blue. So I'm like, whatever. Yeah, Instagram does that. So yeah, it probably got recommended to them, and they were like, "Oh, I'll just follow them." And I think also really annoyingly, if you have an Instagram account and you make a second one, it like unifies them under one thing, and then it does this lovely thing where it's like you've made a new Instagram account, and then it tries to auto follow a bunch of people, because it's like, hey, your feed is empty, let's fill your feed for you. So it tries to like also follow a bunch of people for you when you make a new account. And I was like, don't do that. And I think one of the people that it like auto follow was my family as well, so that was why they were like, oh, they followed me and I'll follow them back. And I was like, no, I didn't. Shakes Instagram. So this is sounds like a lot of work I don't want to do. It was. This was something that I've been working on this for 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks. Grabs Instagram and shakes it. It's been 2 weeks that I've been trying to manage this whole thing. I've been calling it the username shuffle, of making a new account, changing the username, It was a pain. It's now done. And I'm just gonna have to go, fuck it. And if my one family member is like, hey, what's all this stuff you're posting? I will just have to be blunt and be like, it's my work. Maybe don't follow. It's my work. Maybe don't follow. But yeah, if you do want to see all of my shorts, and you don't mind the algorithm being like, oh, hey, you follow a furry content creator, I'm going to recommend you more furry content creators. Feel free to follow that Instagram. I should pin this, actually. I mean, actually, I'll pin this in second stream, because I got 10 minutes left on this stream. When I come back for second stream today, I need to post and pin the message. And I will probably forget, but I'm going to try to make a post in Discord as well to be like, hey, I got a new Instagram account. Go follow it. I'm not against people following my IRL one. It's the other way round. I don't mind people following my IRL. People on my IRL, I kind of don't want on my work, because I don't want that crossover. This is mainly family, not friends. Obviously, because, I mean, you all know what I do anyway. You know, I'm a cringe dog on the internet. When I hid from my family on Instagram, deliberately did not make any connections. Yeah. That was a while ago. Yeah, Instagram was like, I'm just going to auto do this. And I was like, don't! You and this person sat together for 30 minutes, you might know them. Mm-hmm. That's why YouTube keeps recommending me furries. It's 100% Blue's fault. Oh, it is. Stanji also complains to me about this. And I'm like, lol. Ha. But yeah. But yes. You know what's not to like name drop, but you know what was the thing that made me be like, I gotta sort out this Instagram? P-stubs. And you know why? It's because about 3 people, which I believe was Ucore, Udas, and Stanji, 3 people all sent me videos of P-stubs independently of one another without my provocation. So I was like, cool, the algorithm is sending her videos to you. I need that to happen to me. I need the algorithm to send my videos to people. Some people be like, hey, I saw you doing things that didn't involve me. Illegal. Oh my god. Don't even. But yeah. So yeah. New Instagram who dis. Yeah. I don't know if maybe this might make me post more stuff on my other Instagram, because I haven't been. Like, I didn't even post wedding pictures on there, which I imagine the family was like, we want to see the wedding. And I was like, I don't use Instagram. And it was probably a little bit due to the username crossover. So now I've made that separation. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I've never been a social media person, ironically. I even before I was a content creator, I was never big at posting on social media. I would consume social media, but I wouldn't post. So we'll see. But there we go. There's another thing, which is another reason why we had this conversation about the shorts and stuff, because that was like the one thing that I felt was holding me back. But now we have brand unification, which is good. Because partly because of the watermark that we made, to not watermark, but like the little logo thing that we made to pop up on the screen. One of the things on there was Instagram, and I was like, the Instagram username isn't correct yet. That needs to be fixed. Still. Just in full capitals, you're why I'm getting recommended 40k content. Anytime I hear just you in all caps, I envision that picture of the cat that's knocked over the plant pot being grabbed. That's the mental image whenever I just hear you grabs you. For I could tell you have similar vibes, she's just more manic, maybe? It's one of those things where yes, and I have actually, I follow her on Twitch now, and I've managed to tune in for like a stream. Her time zone doesn't quite match up with mine. She isn't always manic 100% of the time, but obviously the manic things are the things that make funny clips. You know? That cat just like... Where is it? It's this one. It's this one. Fear. You! You! Okay, I shouldn't need this anymore. I was color picking from it. My god. Okay, so first thing is I'm going to turn this off. Because those were just there for like sketch purposes, but I need to be able to see this hand underneath. Whack. Oh shit! Lo-fi! Dig it, lo-fi! And combine those two lines. Gotta get the washer for while we're out. Let the washer run for a few hours. I need to do the same. I'm doing that on my lunch break. Gotta put some laundry on. Enjoy your time out. I'm sure it will be lovely. Insane stomach pain. How am I supposed to know if you're the regular kind or the hospital kind? Oh my god. Just the life of Nemo, hey? Is this normal or do I need to go to hospital? It's hard to let it go. Try the other way. When you walk away, you don't hear me say, please, oh baby, don't go. Simple and clean is the way that you're making me feel tonight. It's hard to let it go. Whatever lies beyond this morning is a little later on, regardless of warning. Doesn't scare me at all. Nothing's like before. And it got destroyed. It happens. I don't know why. It's a side effect. I don't. I still to this day don't know what causes it, but also I'm not changing it because it's funny. What exactly I did wrong? Pain pills and laying down. Good. Good. Look after yourself. Oh, this is going to be hard. This is going to be hard. This is concerning. The only thing I ate today was full FODMAP. What does that mean? Not a bad idea, especially if you want a more chill Friday. I suppose we could have a chill one this week. We can play Set Fire to the House. I didn't. I was waiting. I was like, how long is it gonna take for Core to mention setting Curls' forest on fire because this song is playing? Guess what? You're predictable. I didn't mention the forest, but now that you mention it, you did mention it because you basically said set fire to Curl's House Simulator, which is what you were referencing. You were referencing that game. You lose. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. FODMAP is an acronym for a bunch of things that cause tummy issues. I have stuff that doesn't have any of it. Oh, okay. Weird. Weird. Has this been... No, what? No, never mind. The idea is that you eat it while you slowly introduce things to see what is hurting you, but that's all I ate. Weird. Maybe we can get the Americans back together to fight for our rights for trebuchets. Hey, Blue. It's past 1. It is past 1. I need to stop for lunch. You are correct. You right. You right. Well, go rest, Queen. I'm not resting. This isn't rest. I'm gonna go do laundry, go for my daily walk, have lunch, and then I will have to work again. That is usually how my Mondays go. Rest in quotation marks, yeah. I won't be resting, I will just not be at my computer. Which is sometimes that's good enough, you know? Sometimes just not being at the computer is good enough. Save that there. I will walk. Once again, ad break is about to start just as I finish. That's funny. Pain is just bad, not building, so I think I can avoid the strong stuff. Yay. Why is it doing this? I should snooze that ad. There we go. Because it's going to start running while I'm like on outro. Okay, well, you lie down. You lie down and have, you know, some water, I guess. Which apparently seems to be the only thing that you consume without exploding. This mortal food don't really agree with you. Right. I'll see you in a couple of hours. I meant to study you. You're meant to look after yourself if you are unwell. If I was streaming and I was in great physical pain, you would all shout at me to stop. So, you know, it's not a one-way thing. This is not a one-way thing. So you need to lie down and look after yourself. Okay? Right. I'm gonna go. I will see you in a couple of hours. So, if not, enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you soon. Bye! Hello! Well, hello, I am back. Thank you, Hope. Let me do this just so it's clear. But thank you for the reminder. I'm going to do it this way. And then I'm going to pin that message until the end of stream. There we go. There we go. There we go. Right. That's all sorted there. Put the music on. Yeah. All right. Well, I have my tea, freshly made, so it's going to be too hot at the moment. Good tea. Right. I trust everyone is still doing well. Everybody wants to rule the world. Okay. We have come back with fresh eyes. Something feels off about this. I think maybe it's just because it's slightly too long. The walls come tumbling down. When they do, I'll be right behind you. Hello, Growlith. How's it going? Let's move the microphone slightly so I can see chat a bit better. There we go. Let's see about tweaking these. Everybody wants to roll. Oh, my brush size is not correct. Well, it was close, but not quite. Close, but not quite. Drawing all these on an 8. Hello, Jay. Time zone appropriate greeting. How you doing? I also actually I've just realised. I noticed it as I finished up. I haven't done the hand wrappings on this hand on this sticker. I have the stupid. It's because I didn't draw it on the sketch for some reason. Or because this one got redrawn a few times. Be quiet, phone! Oh my god. Time's an appropriate greeting. How are you? I'm good. I'm good. I've just had some lunch. Do not disturb mode. Whap. There we go. Where? So. Okay, let's do a thinner line. Morning in Paris, the city awaits to the bells of Notre Dame. It is a tale of a man and a monster. And wraps. There we go. And sin. He saw corruption everywhere except within. Abba, abba, abba. Gonna loot that body now. Gonna loot that motherfucker. Thanks, go. Thank you for the bits. Time to be awake. I am awake. I think he once again failed to jump scare me. I am awake. Are you awake, chat? Are you awake? I was talking about chat, not you. You're obviously awake. There you go, then. You awake, chat? Oh, yes. Getting kitten cuddles! Ah! How are the babies? I bet they're big now. Wakey, wakey, Jay. It's time to wake up. Here's a riddle to guess if you can from the bells of Notre Dame. Might zoom out a bit, that might help. Nope. Come on. Psst, psst, psst. Wakey, wakey. Oh, this is going to be hard. I'm trying to do this entire line in like one clean swoop. Nope. Zoom out some more, maybe, so I don't have to move as far. I'm a fox, not a cat. Yeah, but fox is just what's it? It's cat software on dog hardware. Isn't that what they say about foxes? 8 months, my goodness. Hi Nemo, how are you feeling? What does the fox say? They scream. Yes, they do. Foxes scream. They just go ah. Leather doesn't really crease like that. It's quite stiff. Pain comes and goes, but I've got my lessons done in the go times. Next generation probably wouldn't even get the reference. That's not even that old a reference, though. That's not even that old a reference. Ah! Don't call What Does the Fox Say old. Did you see the cover? What does the spleen do? Oh, no, I have not. No, I have not. I used to reference this fading, not just from my age, but because when I was young and I was around a lot of old people and learned a lot of their references. Yes, it's true. The entire group chat got angry at me yesterday because I made a 6-7 joke. Everyone disliked that. Popped up in the top corner. People got angry at me. The song is 12 years old. Shut up! It's not that old! 12 years is not that old! I was there. This is true. We all hated that. Core was there. Shame. I don't even make that joke. It was just funny because I literally did it because I knew it would upset people. I don't tend to make those kinds of jokes, but I knew it would upset everybody in the group chat, which is why I said it. Six times 7 is 42. Oh my god! It's all coming together. It's all coming together. I was old when the earth was young, you're fine. That's what I mean! 12 years is not old! I'm old. Silence Hope, you're a baby. You're basically a baby. Beginners. You don't swing it like you used to, man. I want to spend time with Hope, paying good times, but they are short lived, just becoming and going a bunch. Aww. Aww. You could always be like in Discord on mobile and just have your phone like lying next to you under bed. Hope gives me hope. Aww. Cute. I think you should get to a hospital. It doesn't sound good that you're still having pains come and go. Do you think you should at least call someone? If it was something broken, I would be wanting to take my strong meds, and it hasn't reached that level. Okay. I know that you have a lot of experience with medical stuff, so I'm always hesitant to kind of just offer the medical advice because it's like you know a lot more than me. You've experienced way more stuff. But I will express concern. I think given the direction of the head, the point of this actually needs to be lifted up. Lower left side always hurts most when my tummy plays up. There's a bit of a pocket there, and whatever happened to my nerves makes it hurt like crazy there. Ooh. Ooh. Helps me a lot to talk about it, makes me feel better. Okay, well, you know you can always talk about things with us. We're all friends here. Part of the reason it makes me feel better is it was drilled into me fairly early to share symptoms and history when feeling sick to get the best treatment and to do it with people around you, because if it goes bad quick, you may not be able to by the time the doctor sees you. That's true. I realized I had a similar thing with like my panic attacks. Um, I got better at managing them by explaining to people and just being open instead of trying to just be like, oh, if I just focus and it will go away. If I just sort of say like, look, I'm feeling kind of nervous, my hands are kind of shaky. These are the symptoms that tend to lead to a panic attack. We might need to go outside, and people are always just like, yeah, okay, we'll help however you need us to. And I'm like, I kind of want to see the 6-7 joke and the anger that followed for a laugh. It wasn't on stream or anything. It was just me hanging out with friends. You're not near enough of that, but the brain is like, this is a good thing. Well, good, good. I can recite what's wrong in my medical history when I can't breathe at this stage. Most open I've been in my entire life is actually here, quite frankly. That's fair. Yeah, it was just in a friend thing. Just record. I'm not recording 24/7. I've got to take a break sometime. Excuse me. I was under the impression it was in text, or at least hoping so. No, we were in a voice call. Medically advised to complain. In fact, crying out in pain is proven to actually help with said pain, so do it whenever. That's true. That's true. They kind of don't need his voice to reach appropriate anger levels. It wasn't. The thing is that because the joke of 6-7 is that you say 6-7. It was literally that I interrupted a friend who was talking to make the 6-7 joke, and literally everybody just went. As being alone. So many beautiful people, and I don't want to talk to a single one. Okay, this one has the clover on it as well, so I still need to have a duplicate of this. And I just gotta go, go, go. We're all having fun. I discovered a fun new game on VR chat yesterday. Oh, what was it? Why won't they stop? I really want to go home. I'm always interested. I'm thinking my last stream before I stop for Christmas is going to be our game night stream. I'm thinking about doing VR chat. Because VR chat's a fun place to end. He's alright. He's alright. A lot of Tom Hardy happening at the moment, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. They walk, 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 walk. Somebody's following them. Get on a boat. Walk, walk. Wow. Attacked by tweez. I'm not a third of the way through. Get the fuck out of there. Fuck off to Azkaban. I'm almost halfway. Walk underground. Kick him in the arse. You shall not fuck with me. Boromir is an arsehole. Fellows of the Fellowship doing what they do best. This is my book, motherfucker! They'll walk if I tell them to! That weak-ass bird shit out of here! Ghost and Okada had a meetup going, and we were playing Victory of Rounds. It's a battle royale thing with multiple rounds. You get different perks each round to upgrade a little laser pistol you carry around. Oh my god, that's literally based off rounds. That's a Steam game. That's a Steam game that we've played. That's just rounds. Which is great, because rounds is fun. That's this. Nice. Rounds is fun. Very quick. Quick games. Artie is so clumsy today. She tried and failed to get on my chair, and then she just fell on the last step. Oh, baby. Baby. I find it's funny, the whole why not just take an eagle dude. They tried to avoid taking horses too much because they didn't want to attract attention. The whole point was not to attract attention once they separate from the hobbits. The horse all over the place because they are the decoy. Yes, yes. The Eye of Sauron would very much see a large pack of eagles flying towards Mount Doom. More valid argument would be why the decoy group didn't use the eagles more. That's true. Why weren't there decoy eagles? Probably because the eagles didn't want to die. Repeatedly be very friendly, walking over my laptop. Aww, they just want to see what you're doing. They just want to see what you're doing. The whole point of the 4 books is hobbits are sneaky. Yes. Proficient in stealth. That is, in fact, the point. They're not easily noticed. We're decoy eagles and we're big pimping in America. What the fuck? Ah, banger. Right, I don't think from this angle you would see the other horn. I don't think. I think it would just be a little too short. Coloring. Coloring is always fun. Excuse me. Now that is all fair enough. Are we supposed to waste away? Behold the magic color tool. You didn't do it because I didn't turn on the lighthouse. Turn on the lighthouse. There we go. Now, behold the magic color tool. Dink. In this landlocked heart with you. How often do you hang out with peeps in VR chat? Not very, I will acknowledge. I feel like every month I say I need to go into VR chat more. Not very often. It'll pretty much, if it's casually, it'll pretty much always be at a weekend. And if it's on stream, it'll be on a Friday. And the Friday streams are announced in advance. Every Friday we do a game night. And I announce it, in theory, a few days before. Sometimes I announce it on the day. Because ADHD. But yeah, I tend to announce on the Discord of like, hey, we're going to play X on Friday. And sometimes it's VR chat. But I try not to play the same game every week on the Friday. I really enjoy playing and streaming VR chat. I don't do it too frequently because I feel like it is not as popular with some of my friends, mainly because not all of them have VR headsets. But those who do have VR headsets do enjoy it. But I try to be inclusive and, like, you know, get everybody playing. But obviously I make a lot of VR chat stuff, so I like doing VR chat. To live a whole life through in this landlocked heart with you. You see Lucky's neck here? You can. Oh, no, you can't. It's early, but what was the event this week? Collab time? There is no collab again. Lying is waiting basically for Black Friday to see if they can get the PC parts that they need. So not this week, and maybe next week. It depends on if they can get something. So not this week, but maybe next week we'll be doing a collab again. So I need to pick a game for this week. Minecraft may be a proper ending time, I guess. We could do Minecraft. Maybe it might be like when we did Party Animals, where we do a half and half day, because I've said multiple times that I don't think I can get Minecraft to last 3 hours now because people are just not interested in it anymore. So we can go on the server, finish it off. We can say this server is done, and then spend the rest of the evening probably fishing, if I know us. Most people probably have it deleted. Maybe. Some people might have uninstalled it. I don't know why I erased this, because it should not be erased. Because if I know some of my friends, eventually they're going to come up and be like, we want a new Minecraft server, and I'm like, you don't play with the current one. I think I did ask yesterday, I was like, hey Spook, is the Minecraft server still up? And he was like, I don't fucking know, I've not looked. And I was like, okay. And he's the one running it. It most likely isn't. I would assume at this point that it must have, like, had a crash or a timeout or something. And none of us have noticed because no one's been playing. It has legitimately been, like, 4 or 5 months. It always comes back around, though. We always come back to Minecraft. It's not. That's funny. Who knows when it went down? Who knows? A lot of good memories on that server. Yeah. Yeah. It was a good time. It was a good time while people played it. All Minecraft servers have a lifespan. It's always been that way. Cool. Oh, I just scrolled up. Are you thinking of getting the new Steam VR headset core? Ooh. Don't know how much it's going to be. None of this stuff has had a price point yet. I wouldn't be surprised if it's like 1,000. Based off what the first one was. It's pricey because it'll be, it's brand new, top of the line. Met most of you through Minecraft, Hope included. That's true. That's true. Hey, look, when it was 2020 and people were talking about what their game of the decade was, I was like, it's Minecraft and it's not even close. Wii Music is fucking with me, yeah. Idle music. Like, it's Minecraft and it's not even close. The people and the experiences I have in that game, Not even close. Game of the decade. Not expecting it to be cheap, but still fair. Fair. Like I've said, when it does come out, people who are interested in VR, look on eBay and secondhand places, Facebook Marketplace, all that jazz, because there will be people who will be selling their old headsets to buy the new one as an introductory point. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure before long, people will get the itch again, and will get asked, "Can we put up a new Minecraft server?" I saw that Cobblemon had a new update, and it looks good. Swearing this will be the last, but it probably won't. I got nothing left to lose or use. Or do my bad habits lead to wide eyes staring into space? Games that were everything, I think, would be Pong, unfair because it had a little competition, Tetris and Minecraft. If we've learned anything from Tetris and Minecraft, people really like squares. I only know how to go too far. But it probably won't. That could mean Calamity joining us. I mean, Calamity was always welcome to join us. It was an open server. But I know that they do enjoy the Cobblemon. I also like Cobblemon. Because we like Pokemon. Pokemon fan. A lot of people, when we did the Cobblemon server, said they really liked the mod pack, and they were like, we'd play this mod pack again. So my hope is maybe that mod pack will update to the newer Cobblemon, because the newer Cobblemon has like a lot of cool stuff in it. It has native mounts now. That was like an extra plugin before. And their mount system looks really cool. You can, funny enough, it's a little bit like the Chocobo racing because it looks like you can make food to give to your Pokemon to up its racing stats, which is not the same as its like battle stats. I linked it in the gaming channel in the Discord. If anyone wants to see the trailer of the latest Cobblemon update. It's sometimes called tennis, but that was a square and two rectangles. Mm. Did you know Atari, despite being an American thing, is a Japanese word? Yeah, I didn't know it was a Japanese word. I think my brain just kind of assumed because Atari does sound Japanese. It's not that I knew that. I think my brain just kind of assumed it. I think if we have the Ishigen mod in Cobblemon, I would be interested. We'll see. We'll see. I can't promise anything. I will say, from my experiences, it's definitely been a lot easier for me, and I think for everyone else, when we are using a pre-made pack rather than trying to customize a pack. Customizing a pack does lead to problems. Asian factory on Earth and Mars. We might not have Mars if we're playing Cobblemon. Cobblemon won't need Mars. The Atari logo was called Mount Fuji in house, but the person who designed it never had that in mind. It was just a stylized A made out of the tennis paddles and the dividing line. Ah, well, the more you know. The more you know. Mm-hmm. Ever heard? You want to guess how I learned this? I came to a vocab lesson and it was like, this is Atari. And I was like, huh? I also now know 3 ways to say in Japanese now and 3 ways to say please, but I suck at figuring out when I'm supposed to use which. Well, as far as my lessons have gone, it's kudasai because that's the only one they've taught me, and it's the one they keep using in lessons when they say ask for this please. They keep using the word kudasai. There is a highlight of the whole Everhood one whenever you want to send something to YouTube. I know. I did download it. I just haven't had the time to look at it. I even got I know that the supercut of Spook that was from March. I actually got as far as uploading it, but I need a thumbnail for it. Ugh. I'm so bad at this. Although I might be able to get some stuff done tomorrow because I have a Tuesday where my parents have actually said they will not be coming to visit. So I have a day to do some work. So you might see me in the workroom in Discord trying to do some stuff. Assuming I don't ADHD again and just go off and do something else. And you're like, oh yeah, I had to paint the bathroom. I don't know, fucking know. Bathroom doesn't need painting. Just realised I did forget a thing. It's probably going to be covered over, but I'm still going to draw it, which is the thumb. Who's joining the workroom? Time to join and stream me chasing chocobos. I will kick you out. I have the power to do that. People come into the workroom and try to interrupt my work. I will kick you out. I'm okay with people coming in and vibing. But the whole point of the challenge is to try to get me to concentrate. Can't concentrate in real life on my own. It was me in hopes I did. Mm-hmm. Yes. It's nice that other people have also been using it as well. Excuse me. What? Hi, comic! Haven't had pain in a while. If it stays that way, I may try and get up. I would stay a little bit longer. In case you getting up is what causes the pain, and then it comes back, and you're like, oh no, and then you're just up and down, up and down. And your body's like, bitch, stay down. Just for a bit. Okay, this is a little bit more curved than the other ones because, like, the lip is raised. Okay. But my body is the bitch. Oh, wait, yeah. Yeah, that's the whole point. Yeah. Have you thought of wearing a girdle body compression thingy? Okay. I think I'm gonna do shading layer, then the blush. I think is probably the best way to do that. Considered it, but I think the paint is too pressure sensitive for that. Fair enough. Standing up makes you have pain. It might be because your bits are loose and jamming them back into place might help. Bam, bam, bam. Ba-da, ba-da, ba-ba-bum, ba-ba-ba-bum, ba-ba-bum. Aw, Fluffy Dreepy. I like Fluffy Dreepy. Also, I love the picture of Lugia chewing the underwater cables. I saw it on Blue Sky before you posted it, but it's very good. Recall some people having an issue where the connection points of their bits stretching when they shouldn't. Ugh, sounds vaguely more like a me problem. Hypermobility. You have more flexibility in their joints, but it means that they overextend and it puts pressure on them. Nerves are just a mess as far as they can tell, no current damage, but whatever was wrong messed up the way the nerves work in the lower back area. Ooh, that's always bad. They know something is wrong, not because I tell them about the pain, because they will only believe that so much, but I had a back surgeon do the thing where I can't see my feet and then use a metal thing to apply pressure to various points. Oh. He said, your reactions are unique. Something's certainly not right, but I don't think there is a surgical option. Oh dear. Oh dear. Makes me so depressed to see the gloom. Give me a man after midnight. That Frankenstein guy was a real monster. Nice. Ugh. He calls the Doctor his father. The classic Western name convention. It wouldn't be strange for him to also be called Frankenstein. If you call the monster Doctor Frankenstein, that would have been wrong, as the monster does not have a PhD. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's correct. Okay, sure. This needs to be above the lines. For quite a bright pink. Because red will not work against Lucky, because Lucky is also red, so it needs to be bright pink. It's going to be quite light, and then I'll like surround it. Neither did the scientist, he was still a student. He was literally in uni when he pulled that nonsense. That nonsense capitalized. Hmm. Baby, don't you lose my number. That's slightly too pale. If we go into the red spectrum, I don't know. So I feel like we want to be staying in the pink area. Maybe the blushes can be red, but the little cloud needs to stay pink. So realistically, it was Mr. Frankenstein. Mm-hmm. So that means that the monster could legitimately go, "Oh no, Mr. Frankenstein is my father." Nah, even with the pink, the red just doesn't do it for me. Okay, I'm going to put these two in a group. I'm going to put them in a group. I'm going to duplicate that group. And I'm going to try a different one with a mask, where I mask it out under the hat and the hand. Just to see how it looks. That's a one. Okay, we've got two versions. I'll send them to PK and see what he thinks. Here's what we're gonna do. Me and my boys gonna mash you up. Fuck. That's not a link, and why was the E excluded? I don't know why the E was excluded, but I have learned that anytime you basically put a dot in the middle of a sentence, it thinks it's a link for some reason if there's no space. If there's no space, it seems to think it's a link. Many people now, as many people know the difference between Chan, San as Miss, Mrs. and Ms. Yeah, that's true. Drop something in general? In general? Ah, I have seen that. Excuse me. I have seen that. Mouse. I had a spa day, good God, it was needed. How did it go? You told us about this yesterday. Well, evidently it went well. I trust you two had a nice time. Ugh. Oh, I got those big yawns now. Tired. Sleepy. Speaking of Fall Guys, the event ends on 27th. Cool. My subscription ends the 28th. I remembered to cancel it. I remembered to cancel it during lunch break. Next time will be an overnight package, pool spa and all the other bits. Lovely. Went for a cheap and cheerful spoons afterwards. Nearly fell asleep in the restaurant. Fantastic. Spoonies! Now that's some comfort food. That's comfort food right there. Oh god, I can't stop yawning now. Is that where all the bards are from? No. You would think that, but no. Is that a bard at college? It'd be the bard at college. Don't ask me which one. I don't know what spoons is. I've decided you're out eating cutlery. A spoons or a spoonies is short for a Weatherspoons. Weatherspoons is a pub chain. They are very popular and very common in the UK because they do a good job of balancing over that line of cheap food but still tasty. But it's pub food instead of being like, you know, fast food. You can still get a burger and chips if you want. But you can also get, like, pub grub. A pub chain? That seems wrong. A public house being a chain is odd. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a chain. There's a couple of pub chains now. If you go to an independent pub, is these days are actually tend to be like nicer, as in like they have nicer food, but are a bit more on the expensive side because they're independent. It'd be like going to, well, I suppose like how it is going to most independent places, really. But yeah, but there's a couple of chains now for pubs. But I think Weatherspoons is generally known to be the cheapest, but still good. But there's like Ember Inns, there's Marston's pubs, there's probably a couple of others I'm forgetting. I guess technically a Sizzler. The full name is a sizzling pub. A Sizzler's weird though because it's a pub, but it's not quite a steakhouse. It's a pub, but they like specialize in steaks, and they come out on a sizzling griddle, but they're not quite a steakhouse. But yeah, there's loads. There's loads in the UK because obviously we like pubs. We like pubs, so there's quite a few of them. Scissors used to be an all-you-can-eat buffet chain over here, but they're gone now. Oh, fair enough. No, over here they're a pub chain. Like I said, the full name is a sizzling pub. People call them sizzlers for short. Yeah, a sizzling pub is a British thing. Sizzlers, I think, is an American thing, but we in England will abbreviate a sizzling pub down to a sizzler. Although most generally, you say, "Do you fancy going to the pub?" I believe the local by us is a Marston's pub. And there's a Marston's pub also around, sort of halfway between my parents and Spook's parents, which between my parents and Spook's parents. So sometimes we go there, and because it's a chain, it has the exact same menu as the one by us, but it's a pub. It's not a fast food place. So you sit down, you have a meal, you have a drink. You can have an alcoholic drink if you want. In terms of it's a casualness of like it's in between going out to a restaurant and going out to a fast food place. Of like it's not as nice as a restaurant that you're gonna dress up in like nice clothes. You can just go in whatever you're wearing, but it's not a fast food restaurant. You will sit down, you have cutlery, you'll order drinks, you'll order your food and things like that. Go to the Winchester, have a nice cold pint, wait for all this to blow over. Exactly. Have you seen Hope's Hat in Guild Wars? I have not. I have not. It has jiggle physics. There's a lot of things in Guild Wars that have jiggle physics. It's the panda one. Ah, I know the one. Yes, it was a Twitch drops thing. Not a lot of things seem to have jiggle physics in Guild Wars. Well, I'd say there are things that have jiggle physics. I suppose I would say. I suppose if you want to make a distinction, if we're being, picky, there aren't too many things that have jiggle physics, quotation marks, but there are things that have, to use a term that you guys might recognize, fizz bones. There's things that have gravity to them and sway. As hell, the legendary longbow that Den gave me, it's got like frills that come off the side and they move and blow about. The ears are bouncy. Yee. Nice work you did. Gonna go far, kid. If you can't get what you want, well, it's all because of me. Come on, erase this bit. Come on. There we go. Speaking of geophysics, if you use the bobbleheadinator, forget the actual name, everybody's head gets geophysics, including mounts, which makes for some very silly char and raptors. That's true. So Guild Wars does have jiggle physics. It just doesn't have probably what people picture when the word jizzle physics is used, you know? It has fizz bones. Oh my gosh, you got to experience Guild Wars Halloween. Next, you get to experience Guild Wars Christmas. Because Guild Wars does the best holiday events. Definitely Halloween, Christmas is a close second. I said it does the best holiday events. I didn't say Christmas was the best holiday event. I said it does the best holiday events. All of them are better. All of them are better than other MMOs. IMO. Okay, this is the last clover needed. That's that, right. Halloween is the best one. I'd say Christmas is the second best one. Although the Super Adventure box is pretty fun. Hello! Oh, you're in your shell suit. In the freezer today, then. Mwah.
No, she's cold as fuck.
Oh, Jesus. God forbid you actually are in the freezer. Stop messing with the hand. You had a good day?
Yeah, it's been alright.
Good. Nice to see you. Glad you're home. Ah. Wow. Oh yeah, we got to reset our bingo, huh? Because that's a background spook. Stop it. I'll turn it off in the program. Stop it.
You can't see what I'm doing. It's behind your head.
Don't think that's going to be doing anything. New game. Background spook. It's a good one, isn't it? It's the last one of the batch. Wah. I suppose it's time to stop. Fair enough. Stop it. Stop it. Okay. Stop it. Stop it.
It's funny. Why'd you get the arms put in if you can't wave them?
I wave them. It's for me, not for you.
Stand behind you and do this thing like, wee.
You are in a better mood today, aren't you? You said this morning that you were feeling good today. Right. Anyone feel like... Nah, not today. Fair enough. Right. I guess that's where I'm going to end stream. So we almost got them done, but yeah, we'll get these finished on Wednesday then. Because we've just got this one to finish off, and then I got to do the sort of underlining to get them all finished, and then I got to scale them all correctly. All the file maintenance of saving one version and then the other. Thanks for the stream. Thanks for coming. Always appreciated. I'll see you guys tomorrow for Monster Care Simulator, actually. I've been really enjoying that one. So looking forward to playing that tomorrow. That's going to be fun. Yeah. So I don't think there's anything else I need to say. I need to have a think about what game to play this week, but I'll maybe chat with some people tonight, see what they say. Weh. Right. Enjoy the rest of your day, whatever it is you get up to. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!